A local business owner and his wife who were evacuated from Afghanistan this week are now back in San Diego, and they're among the dozens of people that Congressman Darrell Issa has worked to get out of Afghanistan since the U.S. withdrew from that country earlier this year.
And Congressman Issa and Prince Wafaa join us now to talk about this harrowing experience, really. Congressman Issa, Prince Wafaa, thank you so much for joining us. Let's start with Prince Wafaa very quickly. Tell us about your experience and how you are doing right now.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here. We're just basically relaxing from what we have experienced in the last few months here. So seeing San Diego, I was really happy that I'm finally home with the help of course, Congressman Darrell Issa and a lot of other veterans that they are still trying and working hard to get our citizens' homes and also our allies' home.
You know, you actually went back to Afghanistan after the withdrawal because your wife was still there. We kind of want to know what you had to go through. What did you encounter when you were there?
So it was actually not after withdrawal. It was kind of like before the withdrawal. So the process for my wife visa process started in 2019, right after I became a U.S. citizen. I applied for every step. I did all the step of legal immigration to her. And then in 2020, on August, the case was stopped because they say they have prioritized the other people like SIVs or the P1 priority one that was spouse visas. Before going to Afghanistan, if I go a little bit back, I called State Department. I called the National Visa Center. I told them my wife visa case was stuck since last year because of the COVID and because of you guys are having lots of other visa application in Afghanistan. Can I transfer the case to a different country? Because with someone who grew up in a country, I could see that things are not normal. Transfer the case to a different country, like in Pakistan or Dubai or somewhere that she can come over, I can go there, and we finish the processing of the visa. They told me you have to email the local U.S. embassy for whichever country you want. So Dubai was the safest, I thought, and it's best to do. I emailed U.S. Embassy in Doha and asked them if they can transfer my wife's case from Afghanistan to there, and then I could go meet her there, and then we wait for the process of the visa. Unfortunately, they emailed me back and said we are overwhelmed already. We cannot accept any other cases. A few basically weeks when we got really close to the Kabul taken over by Taliban, I called again the U.S. Department of State and I asked them, can you guys at least give her a pass, like a visitor visa, something that she can come over, and then we follow the process, because the process is already done. It's just need an interview. That's it. The fees are already paid. I showed enough income to support her. We do not need any accommodation from the U.S. government, from the government here. Everything is there. We just need a visa interview, a visa to come here. Unfortunately, they said we don't have any options for you. I even told them, like, if you guys don't offer, like, I'm trying to save her, bring her over. If I have to, I will have to go and save her. I have to go myself, put myself in danger to do that. And I explained I was an SIV2. I'm not safe for me to go back to Afghanistan. And I explained every concern I had, but unfortunately, there was a no. They said, we don't have any options for you. She has to wait. I don't know how long more.
This is part of what Prince Wafaa is showing you is the nightmare before the nightmare. The bureaucracy of trying to legally get his spouse here. He's giving you blow by blow, but he could go on for 30 more minutes and he still wouldn't finish the kind of craziness that somebody who plays by the rules deals with. The backlogs, the bureaucracy that say, I don't have enough people even though you've done everything right. His wife was waiting on something simple, an interview. That interview was simply backlogged, and they were going to get to it when they got to it. And instead, they got on C-130s and left the country and left him and his wife behind. Fortunately, he was willing to stay. He was willing to say, not without my wife, and he stuck by her, and we were able to get her out with the help of the Qatar government. And I'm not trying to preempt him, but the fact is he then went through weeks more of very difficult times in Qatar, going through the bureaucracy they created there. It is what so many who are trying to play by the rules are facing. It's part of what our office is trying to do for 60 other cases we're operating on. But the fact is, what you just heard is a great American telling you what it's like when you play by the rules to get somebody here.
Well, you and your team are responsible for getting many Afghans back to San Diego especially, but this case you're saying, and this rescue was very personal to you. Why?
Well, I won't say it was the only personal one. We had an expecting mother who was stuck there, and she was trying to get her husband out. Something about, I don't want to have a baby without my husband. So we've had other cases, but the thing is, as you could hear from Prince Wafa, here's somebody who served our country, was granted the ability to come here back in 2009, got his U.S. citizen, played by the rules, and was frustrated by the system. It's part of what we're going to deal with for many thousands of Afghans. Some are already here, but remember, many of them that will get out, they want to bring their mother, their father, or particularly their spouse or children, and we're going to be dealing with that. Fortunately, here in San Diego, we have a very supportive community, and we have Prince Wafa as one of our leaders, not just in business, but somebody who understands what he went through, and we intend on pushing the system to get better. Right now, there's a hiring freeze. It's hard to believe. There's a hiring freeze on those caseworkers who are supposed to do those interviews. And talk about frustrating when they tell you there's a backlog, but they won't hire, and you see billions of dollars being put in everything else. So we're pushing hard to get it. The $7 billion that was just passed for resettlement of Afghans. I think any Afghan, including Prince Wafa, would tell you we should put some of it into those interviewers to get these people processed and back here.
And in the meantime, we're still trying to get, what, 60 people from our community?
60 groups.
60 groups.
Yeah, there could be as few as one or as many as 5 or 6 in a family we're working. I'm lucky I have 2 military detailees in addition to my regular staff. So we're able to handle it. But we're handling it, and I'm just going to be brief, we're handling it without a single point of contact. And all these groups that are helping us are asking for the same thing. The administration needs to create a single point of contact so that you're not having to go to State Department, Defense, and a dozen other places.
We're set up for you to actually talk to Prince Wafa for a second, so what do you want to say to him?
Hey, Prince, give us the address that they need to come to and buy something at your 7-Eleven. This is the time for people to come meet you and help with the local economy.
It's a good way to support him.
Yeah.
For sure, that will be in downtown San Diego. I'm sure you ask anyone there, they know Prince. It should be a famous face as a local business owner in the area. My neighbors, they were great, and I was there first day after a long time. And everybody was excited to see me there, and I was excited to see them there too as well. And it was a very great, busy day for me. I couldn't do much work. I was just speaking, and they were just trying to come to me and hey, what's happening? To be honest, this journey, I found a lot of friends. I got contact with so many great Americans that they really care. Aside the politics, they really cared. They were contacting. I was receiving calls from everywhere. They're just at least emotionally supporting and stuff. Congressman Darrell Issa, thank you so much for everything you and your office did. I remember you promised me something in Afghanistan. You told me we will not rest until this 858 number is a local San Diego number when I call you, and you did it. So I remember that, and you did it. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you.
You know what? We're just glad that both of you are here, and of course, Prince, we will see you downtown. Especially a lot of us have frequented that 7-Eleven.
We know exactly
where. We've had to go to the courthouse down there. Thank you so much. We appreciate both of you, and we appreciate the fact that you're home.
Yeah, welcome home.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much,
Congressman
guys.
Issa, thank you.
My pleasure.